Welcome back to Pat Rafter Arena. This place is going off. Day 2 of the Torian Pro, the Oceania semi-final, part of the 2023 Noble CrossFit Games semi-final series. Jeremy Austin, Pip Malone, Caleb Banfield with you, and heat number 4 has hit the floor. For test number 3, this is Linda.
Individual test 3 at 10-to-1 reps of deadlifts, dumbbell bench presses, and squat cleans. 17-minute cap. The weights for the women, 200 pounds on the deadlift, 91 kilos. The dumbbells are 60 pounds each, 27 kilos, and the squat cleans are 105 pounds, 47.5 kilos.
And there's pink everywhere today. We paint the Pro pink on Saturdays here at the Torian Pro. Our heat list for the start. We had a bit of a shake-up on the female leaderboard yesterday. We are going to get more today with 3 tests, 300 points available. Jamie Simmons, great in test number 2. Caitlin Van Zyl was great in test number 1. Keep your eyes on young Emily DeRoy. Underway for our 4th and final heat for test 3, Linda. And this is going to be a tussle up and down the competition floor. Best way to do that is with our recipe for success. It's RP strength.
Avoid failing bench reps, smooth barbell cycling, and fast transitions on and off that bench.
Last 2 heats proved very interesting. Laura Clifton, Gemma Hoke, 2 in particular. All trying to chase down the time set by Amanda Barnhart last week, 11 minutes, 46 seconds. And surprise, surprise, Ellie Turner out in front. Coming in 5th place position after 2 tests yesterday, 3rd and an 11th. Probably not the fanfare we were expecting around Ellie Turner. She's been in the games twice in the last 2 years. Very competent, getting a win at the CrossFit Games last year as well, but she's probably happy she's flying under the radar as well. Justin, if you're listening on as well back home, welcome to you as well.
Ellie would know coming to this weekend, she doesn't need to win every test. She just needs to be consistently up in that top 5. And that's all she needs to do to make it back to the CrossFit Games.
Let's head down now to Caleb Banfield on the competition floor.
And I believe I've got the best seat in the house, Jeremy. I've got direct access to these athletes. I get to watch them while they're doing the test. And I also like to hang out behind the scenes backstage a little bit in between, just to see if I can hear anything about what the athletes are talking about, you know. And we think when we look at our elite athletes, they'd eat, sleep, and breathe CrossFit. That's all they would talk about. And so I was, you know, trying to eavesdrop. And I said, oh, what are you guys talking about? And Caitlin Marks said to me, she's like, we do not talk about CrossFit. We talk about going to the beach and eating donuts. And I just thought that was great. You know, when you're on the competition floor, it's game time. But Pip, I'm sure you can relate. Once you're off that competition floor, you got to take your mind off it for once, right?
That's right, Kayla. Obviously, training and CrossFit is the biggest part of a lot of these athletes' lives. Not the only part, but a major part. But it's important to have balance in life. It helps just with your mental game, staying in control out there, knowing that you're going home to something else.
Kayla, you had me at donuts. 20% off Noble with purchase of any 2023 Noble CrossFit Games semi-final tickets. Just scan that QR code. This is week 2, the semi-final competition. 1 week to come. Find out who is going to be at the CrossFit Games in Madison, Wisconsin in August this year.
Hey, sorry I didn't answer you, Jeremy. I had my mouth full. I was just eating a donut. You got to find something to fill the time down here.
We'll bring some up here later on then.
You got it.
Ellie Turner on the charge.
One thing that you really do see backstage here, and we've spoken about it all weekend, but it's the camaraderie between athletes. They really are friends outside of competition. You know, they're versing each other when they come out on the competition floor, but the minute the test is finished, they're high-fiving each other, they're chatting about how the test went, and they're giving the athletes in the next heat any tips that they can. And it's one of my favourite part of the sports, is just watching everyone come together after they finish competing.
Pip, you can probably attest to that as well. I don't know, something about the Oceania region we're just tight down here.
I think at the end of the day, you're all going through the same thing. You're all feeling the same pain of these workouts, the stress that comes with it, the pressure. Everybody just wants to get over that finish line.
And a lot of these athletes have grown up together, right? You know, some of these athletes have been out here for 10 years, so they've watched each other, they've been by each other's side as they've climbed through the ranks, and they've got quite a history together, which is really nice.
We hit the 5-minute mark on our 17-minute time capped on test 3 for Linda. Your name starts with E on the competition floor, you're in the lead. Ellie Turner, Emily DeRoy, 2 of the athletes earmarked to do well in test 3, are proving us right, which is always a good thing. And they are, step for step, almost synchronizing their movements. 14:10, time to beat in this region by Laura Clifton. Gemma Hoke, the previous heat in 14:30. But Amanda Barnhart, 11 minutes 46. An incredible time in the South American East semi-final last week in Orlando, Florida. We're going to see that beaten tomorrow in the North American West semi-final, which is currently going on as well. And the South American semi-final, Copa Sur, is on as well. Plenty of CrossFit action right across your weekend. For your official results, head to games.crossfit.com. Maddie Sturt moving up as well. 3 athletes we've spoken about a lot. 3 games qualifiers as well. Maddie Sturt, Caitlin Van Zyl and Jamie Simmons in lanes 3, 4 and 5 are probably going their own little battle as Ellie Turner and Emily DeRoy battle out. And Emily DeRoy just ahead. Far right of screen.
Look, on this test 3 this morning, I think this is the Ellie Turner that everyone has been hoping to see this weekend. But Emily DeRoy, this youngster, she is impressing me so much this weekend. She's just got so much grunt in her for a youngster. She just attacks, and I love it.
Anyone who's not from Australia, New Zealand, who's tuning in, please describe a grunt for them.
Grunt is getting in there and having a go, and not holding back.
Having a dig. Now you talk about bouncing back for Ellie Turner. Last year she finishes with a 4th, 10th, 4th, 2nd, 5th and 5th. So nothing that's going to put a flag up and go, hey everybody, here I am. She's one of those great, well-rounded athletes that comes in. Ellie starting off yesterday with a 3rd and an 11th. Contemplating life for a little bit. Do I really have to pick these dumbbells up again? And that looks pretty easy for Ellie. We'll see different positions of those dumbbells How does a 45-degree angle relate to not a normal, natural hand position as you'd find a barbell in if you're doing bench press? How does that differ?
Well, with the dumbbells this weekend, the standard, they have to touch the tops of those dumbbells to their shoulders, as opposed to with the barbell usually having to touch their chest. So it does change the angle of it. Ellie Turner very strong in the shoulders. She's able to flare her elbows out that bit more to touch those dumbbells to her shoulders. Ellie Turner starting to drop the hammer now.
But still in second position behind Townsville's Emily DeRoy. All the sports growing up. Great at water polo. You speak about that grunt, that grit that you've got.
That's a gritty sport.
Rugby union as well. There's another gritty sport. So we know she's got a little bit that under the hood and pull it out when she needs to. Keep in mind, 3 spots to the CrossFit Games coming up. Our podium gets presented tomorrow. There's 300 points on the line today, and you've got to pick your battle.
Well, this lady right here, Ellie Turner, I'd say that is somewhere towards the front of her mind, how many points she could grab herself today. The tests are very well suited to her. And still just moving so fast on that barbell.
Here we go. We got the jog happening now as Emily DeRoy just ahead. She's on her 4s.
Ellie Turner at that crucial point of test 3, Linda, making sure that every single dumbbell bench counts. A no rep at this point could be costly.
Emily DeRoy, touch and going now. She is 3 reps ahead. Ellie going single reps. The roll forward. And a few seconds there that Ellie Turner can use to catch up. Emily DeRoy not moving her barbell into the right spots. There's a reason for that. The barbells are staggered across the competition floor for safety. Therefore, they must be moved to the right positions. And now, does the door open just a little bit for Ellie Turner to sneak in and grab the win for Emily DeRoy. Amanda Barnhart's time is happening in 5 seconds. These athletes still have 3 of their bench and the rest of the reps to go.
Emily DeRoy just got on and off that bench so fast, we didn't even see it happen.
DeRoy, 2 reps ahead. Both athletes in the field ahead of Laura Clifton's split time. We are going to be having to hold on to our hats a little bit here. We got a race coming. DeRoy still 2 reps ahead. Can she hold her lead? Still 2 reps ahead, Emily DeRoy. You mentioned, Pip, the transition on and off the bench, fast. It's faster than Ellie Turner. Touch and go, Emily DeRoy. 2nd rep, done. Still with that 2-rep lead. Ellie Turner has got to run down the floor. Both are going to beat Laura Clifton. But 100 points here for Emily DeRoy is going to throw things wide open.
Wow.
Super work, Emily DeRoy. 1 rep left. things get interesting.
That was the finish Ellie Turner needed. I don't think she knew Emily de Rooij was there until towards the end.
Oh, I think she knew she was there. But fourth and fifth on the leaderboard coming into today have finished first and second. Point split going to be interesting. Back to third place, Maddie Sturts. Second place, Jamie Simmons. And first place, Caitlin Van Zyl. Keep in mind, Kate, Laura Clifton's time is about to tick over. And Grace Walton is just outside of Laura Clifton's time. That's a fourth for her. Points coming the way of Grace Walton, who's currently in sixth. Eight points between Jamie Simmons, Caitlin Van Zyl. And as you progress down the scoring table, 4 points per place until we hit that 10th position. Two minutes left on our clock. Damage control coming for athletes in the top three. Jamie Simmons. Last 3 reps for Jamie Simmons. An important result coming up for her if she can finish under time cap.
Maddie Sturt also aware of where she is. She's dropped the hammer, knowing that finishing ahead of Caitlin Van Zyl could help her point spread.
Big time. And the closer we get to that 17-minute time cap, the closer we get to the capped athletes, and we don't know exactly what the split's going to be based on reps after the time cap. Jamie Simmons currently in second on 180 points. Dad, Michael, Mum, Anita will be ecstatic with what they've seen in the first day and a half of competition here for Jamie Simmons. Husband Elliot will be pretty happy too.
And here comes Maddie Sturt, silent assassin.
Now, with 40 seconds left, can Caitlin get done under cap? Yes, she can. I love a leaderboard juggle. And we're getting one here today, day 2. The Torian Pro. Caitlin, it's okay. You feel better than you did yesterday. Lake and McClure, absolutely outstanding yesterday in test 2 and under time cap as well. Emily de Rooij, the youngster from North Queensland. I love it when I say these athletes are going to do well, and they do.
Oh, like last year, she was one of our favourites as a youngster out there. We knew she was capable of big things.
Wasn't a flash in the pan at all.